What is the definition of Groundhog Day? Does anybody else feel like you're just repeating the same thing over and over? Or is that just because I'm so routine oriented? I pretty much try and put everything into a system and make everything a routine. If everything is a routine, it can be perfected. We have a saying at work, if it's repeatable, it's perfectible. And so have I created Groundhog Day for myself, where I just repeat the same processes every day. I have a profound respect for my dad, more so now, as a 46-year-old male with children, a wife, a mortgage, a business, and volatility in the markets, investments. You gotta strategize, you gotta think long term, you gotta think short term. It's very challenging. Dramatic amount of respect for my dad, knowing he did it forever. And how? So I just went on vacation, and it's like we planned this vacation 8, 9, 10 months ago. So for almost a year, I've got this thing that I don't know, lack of a better term, looking forward to, and a goal that I'm working towards, especially as a fitness goal. I went to the beach, and that was by far the most fit and in shape that I've ever been at the beach, where I'm on the beach with a six-pack. That's never been done before in my life. And then I get to the beach and I eat a bunch of donuts. And now I gotta, it's not start over, but dang. I was doing these weighted pull-ups. I'm wearing this 20-pound vest. And the 2 weeks leading up to the beach, I'm doing 50 pull-ups, 50 push-ups, 50 squats with this 20-pound vest on. Now 10 or 15, because it didn't have a pull-up bar, and I didn't bring my vest there. So all I did was just some push-ups and some random workouts while I was there at the beach for like a week. But it's like start the grind back over again. And it's not a grind. I mean, I enjoy it. And I know that as men, whether we are or we aren't, it's kind of irrelevant. At least I can only speak for myself. I feel like I'm responsible for a lot of stuff, right? You're responsible for the provision of the family and the protection of the family. And I'm an idea guy, and men are typically more forward thinkers and more strategy and long-term thinkers than women are, just in general. And the circle of friends that I have, that seems to be accurate, where like the men are forecasting things and like, hey, let's not spend so much money because there could be a storm coming soon. And women don't always understand that, and they're not necessarily looking 8 months, 18 months, 2 years, 4 years, 5 years into the future. Now, I know that I can't worry about the future, and there's enough trouble tomorrow that's going to worry about itself. I need to worry about today. I understand all that. But there's also something to be said about strategic planning and being a steward of the gifts and provisions that have been given to me and that have found their way to me. And when we don't necessarily have long-term plans, that isn't always a good thing. It can be, but there's just so many different seasons we're going through, and it just feels like, I did a video before about time speeding up, and it seems like everything's progressing so fast. And again, I'm 46-year-old dude trying to navigate these waters. And I'll tell you right now, if you don't have the person of Jesus Christ in your heart, that's the number one thing you need to do. Because I have no idea. It absolutely blows my mind how anybody, especially dudes, right now, with the way our realm is is unfolding on earth, like how anyone can do it without Jesus, because he's my everything. He's my wisdom and my joy and my peace and my strength through Groundhog Day. I mean, literally. It's like, okay, the summer's wrapping up. I had let's call it a 10-day vacation where I was off my routine. And now I have a week to kind of get back into the routine. And then school starts next week. And it's like straight back. Early mornings, breakfast, lunch, kids off to school, get my exercise in, work all day, come home, pick them up, dinner, exercise number 2, which you're witnessing right now, get them in bath, bedtime. You have a little bit of time to yourself, spend the time with your wife, spend the time with Jesus, meditate, prayer, bedtime, do it all over again. And it's just like, with what I see, what I forecast in the future, I'm probably trying to enjoy all of that right now. And sometimes that can be challenging because it feels like I've been waiting for a long time. I know my sister and I were talking about this, and I know I've talked about this with other people, and I imagine you feel the same way, especially if God tapped you on the shoulder, open the eyes, open the ears for any length of time, then you see what's coming. You see the train that we're on. And that's been 4 or 5 years for me now at a heightened level, and another 5+ years before that on a semi-heightened level. And it just feels like I'm just waiting for this thing, whatever this thing is, this event. Like if you watch Bo Polney, do you know who Bo Polney is? Then you know what I'm talking about. It's like you've been talking about, and the pundits and the truthers out there, it's wild because they're like, oh, the dollar's gonna crash, silver's gonna be worth $10,000, XRP is gonna be worth $50 million. One XRP will change your life. If you just have 2 ounces of silver and 5 XRPs, you will be a billionaire. And on top of that, you need to go get your Zimbabwe banknotes, and you need to get your Iraqi dinar. And they've been saying this stuff. I've been hearing it for 5 years. But from what I understand, this conversation's been going on for a decade and plus. And everyone's had a dream. Everybody's had a dream. I had a dream. I have a dream of one day of us all being equal and all men being treated the same and being treated on the content of their character and not the color of their skin. Yes, I've had a dream about XRP and the banks shutting down. And I've had a dream about Chinese boots on the ground and Russian boots on the ground in America. And I've had a dream of war, nuclear suitcase, NUKES. I don't even know what to say anymore on here. It's crazy. So, all of that, maybe all that happens. A lot of people sure have had the dream. Maybe it all happens. Probably. So in the meantime, enjoy this moment. Because potentially, and there's sure a lot of people talking about it, things are going to be different in the near term and in the long term. And when's the next time I get to go on a walk like this in this absolutely beautiful nature trail, wearing my vest, beefing up to be the absolute man that I was created to be. So in the name of Jesus, I bless you. The Lord bless you. I appreciate you. Come check out kb13.com. I'm really trying to do this. My new books will be out soon. I have some Bible teaching and some different formats. So I really appreciate you. Be blessed.